Hi everybody, Paul Cameron here with SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com, and this is day 13 of my 31 days of search efficiency. And today we're going to continue the conversation about resumes, which we started a few days ago. In that video we talked a lot about how to write bullet points on your resume for impact and how to create them a whole lot more efficiently, so it's not going to take you as long to put those bullet points together. And that is a nice foundation for what we're going to talk about today, which is how to customize your resume quickly and easily prior to applying to any positions that you're going after, right? And I know everybody loves customizing their resume. It's like the most fun thing to do. But for the few of you out there who don't feel that way, I'm going to show you a great way that you can do this a lot faster and still get much better results. Okay, so I'm going to pull up a resume here. Okay, here we go. Jane Doe. This is an IT director here in Chicago. This is a resume that I just kind of modified out of my database to show you how Jane here could easily update her resume for each position that she goes after. And there's two main elements here that will help you drastically in updating your resume quickly, but they both really go towards the same goal, which is, whatever they need in that job description, you need to make it easy for them to see it, right? You want the recruiters to be able to find those skills and attributes about you that they are looking for very easily. All right, so the first thing that we can do is relying on those bullet points that we talked about, like for example in your core competencies area here, or Jane's core competencies area. If she was applying to a position where they needed somebody who had exposure to both Agile and Waterfall management styles and methodologies, she would go into a core competencies area here, grab that bullet point, and move it over to the top. Easy. Right now, if it's an Agile environment, we're talking probably servant leadership a little bit more. So let's grab this one from over here, servant leader and mentor, and we'll move that over to this side. The idea is you want them to read those things first. All right, and same idea here under the skill sets. If your bullet number 4 matches exactly what they're looking for, just move it up, right? If your bullet number 8 is something that they would like to find, move it up towards the top. If you have a list of skills, in Jane's case, she's got some technical skills here that I added just for this example, really. And let's say they need somebody who has cloud experience, but very specifically they're looking for somebody who has that Microsoft cloud background. So somebody with Azure and SharePoint experience and Office 365. Well, she has that experience here, but it's last in the list, right? So let's move that over to the front. And the reason that we're doing this is, well, it's not like a written rule any place, kind of the same way that if you send somebody a message in all caps, they're a lot of times will assume you're yelling at them, right? Nobody's written that someplace. This means this, right? Well, if you've got 6 things listed, like if you're a programmer and you list 6 different languages that you program in, well, if they need somebody who has experience with that language you have listed as number 5, that comes across as, hey, I'm really good with this and this and this, and I've read a little bit about this and this, and it just gets weaker as you go. You put it right up front, and that says, hey, this is something I'm good at, right? So you want to make sure you put your primary skills that they're looking for first and foremost. That's going to help. Now, sometimes you're going to need additional things that you have that you just didn't list on the resume because you don't want to send them a novel, right? You could have a 20-page resume if you put every single little thing that you've done along the way. So if you're applying for an Agile leadership role versus an IT operations director versus a compliance manager job, they all need slightly different skills. So every resume that I do, and I'm writing resumes professionally through my services in SpeedUpMyJobSearch.com, is I write the main resume, but I also save a second resume for them, which I call a master resume. And I want to show you an example of one of my master resumes so you can see it. So this would be a master resume for Jane Doe. And this is your master resume you're never going to send to anybody, All right, this is more of a repository of all your bullet points for the different types of positions that you have. All right, so if Jane is applying to, a Scrum Master position, she's going to draw from these core competencies. If she's applying to ERP leadership roles, she's going to draw from these. If she has another type of a skill set, she's going to draw from these, right? And I've got them color coded in here, so it's very easy to just cut and paste and swap the bullets in and out. And then under each of her experiences, I've got room to add in specific bullets that are relevant to the different types of jobs. And when you start doing things like this, keep them color coded on the master resume only, not on the one you're going to send to the organization. Use the color coding so that they're easy to find. And when you're just swapping bullets in and out and you're moving your bullets up and down, you're going to be able to customize this resume in less than 10 minutes, right? It'll be very, very easy. But if you're having to rethink entire paragraphs of your resume, every application that you're sending, man, oh man, I totally understand why you're only applying to one place a week, right? Or one place a month, because that takes forever, right? You don't want to do that. So use bullet points, save a second copy of your resume, title it Master Resume, and that's going to save you tons of time and help improve your process, right? When you have a better process, you get better results faster. All right. So thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow on day 14.